Greetings and salutations. I am Bajongles, and if you enjoy my content, consider following me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bajongles1, where I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at noon Pacific Standard Time. You could also, if you'd be so kind, check out my Bluesky and Tumblr, both at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. Also, if you wanted to check my VODs out, consider liking and subscribing here on YouTube. It would be much appreciated. And with that, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody on this beautiful, beautiful afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it is for you? Hello. I have some very, very good news. I have some very, 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 very good news. Let me get rid of these headphones. I know that I am sounding fine. There we go. Splendid. Abayana, I have some good news. I have I have everything I need. I have everything I need to get affiliate. I just need to actually set all that shit up. Turns out tax information is complicated. I'm not gonna go too much into that. Um, but yeah, no, I'm very excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. You know what I'm also excited for? What we're gonna be doing today. I'm excited for today. It is very good. It is very cool. We're gonna be doing more concept art for my clown game. I have some very interesting ideas. One of the world's, and this is like since near the beginning of this whole journey that I knew I wanted to do a sort of music world kind of inspired by like Rayman Origins, where like they had a whole music thing going on, but like more with gizmos and doodads and whatchamacallits and doohickeys all making like music, and like you're in the music machine. And so I think that that is a very, very cool idea, and I like that a lot. You know what's also a cool idea? Outer Wilds music. There we go. But yeah, no, and after we do some clown concept art, then I'm gonna be working more on assets. Specifically, the just chatting screen. It was like, this screen is fine and all, but I want my new one to be spectacular. I want it to be spectacular, I want it to be great. I want it to be fancy with little animated bits and shit. So yeah, once I'm done with the concept art today, that's what I'm gonna be working on. And I suppose there's no more time like the present. You know, yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery. But today is a gift, that's why they call it the present. Behold! Actually, let me check the volume of this music real fast. That is good. I like how mellow it is, at least for me. It is very, very good. Alright, let's actually get rid of you. I unfortunately have to keep you. You silly layer, you. And then... Wow. No time like the present. I'm waiting for Stream Elements to say, or lie. We need to log in. There we go. Okay. Alright, splendid. Okay, I have logged back in. I was doing shit. There we go. Okay. Splendid, amazing, spectacular. There we go. Now, shall we begin? I believe we shall. I need you. Let me erase this goober from existence real quick. I'm going to erase him from time and space. Says 50 brush. I'm like sweeping him away with a broom. Yeah, get out. No, I want to stay. Give me. You cannot do this to me. I am the great and mighty wizard. Um. There they are. Sick 'em. Right on, boys. Now I can merge with you. Splendid. There we go. While I turned down my own personal volume because for some reason, my audio settings may or may not have changed. Alright, there we go. There we are. God, I'm so excited to show you what I've done so far with the background. Oh, fuck, it's looking good. But in the meantime, we must focus on this stuff and making this look good. There we go. And I even have the idea for who's sort of like the boss of this area is gonna be. He's sort of based in my mind. He's sort of based off of like Beethoven. Sort of like Ludwig von Koopa. Ludwig from Mario. And there's another influence I'm like, imagining for him, but I don't remember exactly what it is. Oh yeah, Corpse Bride. There's like a specific person in the Corpse Bride that has sort of like the face I'm looking for. And sort of the idea that you are in my machine. You do not belong here. Get out. And then he's like attacking you. You do not belong in my machine. Make you a little taller box. There we are. And I one of my favorite things, I have another idea. I have another idea. So not related to this one specifically, but it's bringing things into my mizens. Into my powerful mizens. Is that like it would be super funny to like go through the whole world. You're fighting all these adversaries. You're going through. You're doing the epic clown quest, and then when you're going into the level backstages, you see all the other people also on their breaks, and you get to talk to them, and they're just like your co-workers, and like they have their own problems and shit. It could very easily turn into a whole side quest system that I might do because I don't know the meaning of bare minimum. Whenever I get a fun idea, like, I'm gonna go above and beyond, even, like, if it is hard on me. Like, I cannot do the bare minimum. Let me look up something real quick. A corpse, ride, side, characters. Corpse bride. God, I know Corpse Bride is set in England, but do they have to be this tasty? Like, oh my god. They're like literally, like they're literally like hex code white. Jesus. Jesus, Timmy boy. Ludwig von Koopa. You're inspiring me. Let me find a good image of you. Ludwig. Mainly because I think like the blue hair, Ludwig's blue hair and pronouns is very fun. And also like the single buck tooth could be really fun with like a clown-ish character. Beethoven. Ludwig van Beethoven. It's all this one image. Open image in new tab from Wiki Images. I appreciate you, Wikipedia. You do great work. I cannot afford to give you money right now, but I will. Alright, Pinterest. Saving you to clowns, you're very cool. Saving you to outfit I did, yada yada. I'm getting distracted. I can feel myself getting distracted. Hey, that art on my Pinterest feed is from a porn artist. I recognize them. I will not show it on screen because but still interesting. Oh, let me see. French aristocrat wig. Give me the largest wig you can. Get the fuck off my screen, Benedict Cumberbatch. Benedict, I will get you with my big hands. You see, I am Big Hands Franz. You may have heard of me from Doofenshmirtz. Powdered wig, 18th century. Give me something extravagant. Yeah, give me some like Marie Antoinette type shit. Come on. Just a little Antoinette. There we go. There's the Marie Antoinette. Now let me get screenshots. Layers. I am obtaining reference because I am cool and awesome and based in epic. I need to clear out some of these screenshots. And finally, the hair. Let me move you. Wait, I have to draw you. You're white cavemen painted on walls. And get this fucking hair. Behold, the hair. Merge those together so that when it comes time I can just delete them all myself without going one by one. One by one. Alright. Well, like, see the vision? Are y'all seeing the vision? Because I'm seeing the vision. He is going to have a comedically large head and small body. With a powerful chin. This face is not how I wanted it to turn out. It needs to be a small face on a big head. It needs to have that tiny, snooty ass like aristocrat face. And he needs to have these fuck ass like twirly eyebrows. Yeah, like some shit like this. And also needs. Yeah, no, this motherfucker's gonna have big hair. Some big ass hair. Let me get some of these fuck ass twirls in. This little like dimple, like this little cleft to the chin really just increased the amount of like haughty just yes. Oh, are you feeling me now, Mr. Krabs? Oh, I'm so important. My music is spectacular. Yes. You cannot defeat my doohickey music. It is going to have generally this shape, so it's sort of like almost like weirdly enough, a mix of like a pompadour mullet, but like really fancy like wig. Just like, I am so important. I sure do love myself a whole lot. Almost as much as I hate you. You know, it really is all in the details. But what if I like... These are the last of a madman. I'm going insane. Oh, like it have some fucking like painted on cheek blush. Yes. Ooh, wait, no, I have an idea for like this like neck part to sort of like tie in a little bit of the Ludwig von Koopa, and also really just like let the mullet seep in. God, I can feel this man's presence. Oh, oh. You know how... Like, you see this shit? I have an idea. Wait... Oh, let me look up what a cello looks like real quick. Okay. Alright, I understand it now. Yes. And the intention is that his hair is like starting to go off screen. He is a fucking loser. He's a loser and I already love him. He sucks. No, I don't want to make myself prevalent. I might need to shorten this a little bit, though, just for, like, relative shape. Yeah, no, how is everybody? This is how I'm doing. And as you can clearly see, it's quite well. With his fucking cello hair going off screen. I know if I'm gonna do that, I need to actually go back to what I had before with like this hair where it's much more like flowy and round. You cannot match my freak. And of course, as I said, tiny body. You fool, you cannot win against me. With like one of the whatever this is, like a really big like neck thing. Big, puffy, bright red. He looks like the embodiment of that one video where it's like, what is this? A casket. A coffin. What is this? A manor. A haunted house. I'm so important. I have a really big head. My head is massive, not this one. He smirks at you even harder. It's so unfortunate. I'll have to shrink him in the frame. It is so unfortunate. Damn, damn, look at him. Look at my boy. You cannot handle my doohickey machine. A lot of this is entirely going off of memory of things I've seen. Behold my doohickey machine. Hmm. You cannot you cannot handle my potions, traveler. They're too strong for you. Potions, Stella. I'm going into battle, and I require your strongest potion. There we are. Boo-doo, 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 doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Right now in the concept art, these marbles are just random. But like when this actual level is happening, uh, like they will correspond with actual notes, I think. Let's make you scared, my clown friend. It is fun time. Shrink you down, shrink you down. Shrink you down, shrink you down, shrink you down. Shrink you down, shrink you down. Oh, shwee body baba shweebada. I saw Dicey popped in for just a moment. Hey, Dicey. Now, I find I would find it a bit uh rude if I popped into stream and somebody saw like who was watching and went, "Ah, hello there," without like, you know, just like hello there, Bajongles, without me like chatting. I didn't say anything. But also like, thanks for popping in. It's pretty cool. All right, there we go. Splendid. It upsets me that I didn't get that notification in the fucking. I was messing with Twitch stuff, and it seems like something may have messed up. The stream elements usually like tells me shit. I was not locking in with this clown. Get rid of all these layers. Grab you. Me when I grab you. Yes, you. Get over here. I grabs you with my big, massive clown hands. That's the wrong layer. Hmm. Look at my cello hair. Aren't I special? Let's see you try and play me like a fiddle. I think something may have messed up when I activated two-factor off, like authentication in my fucking account. I'm sure that will be fixed for next time. Alright, there we are. Nothing super exciting about, not grabbing, about, like, doing this little background bit. There we go. Splendid. God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the future. I have so many things I want to do, and I can see that I'll be able to do them so soon. Incredibly soon. Now, will they happen soon? No, because they need a lot of lead up and research. Stop buffering, all of you! Don't give me a notification, that's annoying. There we go. Alright. I say there we go, alright, and then it immediately does a funny. Pulls a very silly prank on me. Okay, so in a very, very simple term, how do I do this? Okay, this does not need to be exact, I just need to get the idea across. I need to remind myself of that every time I do one of these. There we go. What if I had you? Wrong layer. Man, if I was a superhero, I'd be the wrong layer man with how often I have the wrong layer. Wrong layer, Kronk. Wrong layer! There we go. Alright, let me take my order. It would be super interesting. I'm sort of basing it off of this one, like, Marble Machine right now, but there will be much more than this in this world. You know, as I was saying with like the seeing, you know, your coworkers backstage and having them just be like, you know, your coworkers and normal people. I mean, this person is really, I am super cool and epic. I am the great composer Ludwig. You know, but backstage, he's just super chill. He's just like, hey, man, hey, nice performance. Or you could still have the voice of, hey, that was a very good performance you did back there. You really got me good. Hey, could you maybe, like, hit me less hard next time? And, you know, just generally being just, like, a normal person would be good. I want to emphasize that relationship between, like, the player and the characters. Of, like, oh, you know, you know, we're in this together. I hate them. I'm gonna kill the buffer. I'm the bufferer. I'm the one who makes you buffer. This only happens when my internet is good. Alright, there we go. Things seem to be clear. Okay. But you know, like I want to emphasize like that sort of relationship between the like, you know, the characters and the player. Of like, you know, oh, we're in this together, we're co-workers, right? We all want this to be a good performance. This is not actually like an adversarial sort of situation, right? Like the adversarial stuff is all an act, like in universe, right? Because it's all canonically a show that you're putting on. It's a circus show, and like the goal of the levels is to get the best audience performance or the audience reception, right? And so like being like, ah, yes, that you bastard, oh, you're my coworker, cool, is like I like that. I like that a lot. And that helps juxtapose against this bastard, if I can get all your layers back on. Yeah, this bastard, because he's not part of the performance, and he's genuinely in it, like antagonizing you, and you mainly see him before the final stuff, like final battle in the back rooms. That's where like his main stuff happens. Or not back rooms, in like in the backstage. I can't say the back rooms anymore. Estimation my head. Uh, Popping my back is very, very good. It makes me feel nice. There we go. All right. You know, that sort of emphasizes how weird this guy is. Right? Because like a lot of these clowns, their noses are like, you know, these shiny red ball noses. But him, his nose is like a normal nose, but big. And like pink. Wait. I almost forgot. Bucktooth. I almost forgot to give him that bucktooth. Yes! Yes! He's so silly! I love him. I have to draw you. There we go. The more I draw this man, the more the more of a fan I am of his work. Please, please, I would love your autograph. I'm a big fan of your work. Wrong layer. Oh my god. I'm the wrong layer, man. I'm here to save the day. Do you have a correct layer? Not anymore. There we are. Splendid. Oh, amazing. He almost has a Larry the Cucumber like aspect to him. One big button because it's funny. Hmm. Phoenix Wright has changed the way that I do collars, I've noticed. Hmm. Can you best my music? I think. If I want to get like really weird with this game and have like some fun little mini games to it, sort of like how Castle Crashers has like that volleyball segment, which I hate, but is really inspiring to me. I could like there could be sort of like a rhythm game segment. Actually, I should probably compare it more to like Undertale yellow with like El Belador. This is my dancing segment. God, I want to hate this man so bad, and that's exactly what I was looking for. Hmm. Liquid. God, I love that video so much. Hmm. There we go. Amazing. Hmm. I don't think one could truly describe the feeling that this man evokes. Like, it's not entirely a positive one, but it's also not entirely a negative one. That's very good for me. Hmm. Yeah, like, it would be super funny to go backstage and just see him take off his cello wig. You know, wipe his brow. Hmm. There we go. All right. That's even. That's even, Steven. Say that again. I kind of like that name. I need to invent a character named Even Steven immediately.
Mr. Electric, send him to the penis explosion chamber immediately and have his penis exploded.
Is this the right way that these squiggles go? I don't know, and frankly, I kind of can't. I believe that's how they go. They go literally the opposite direction. Yeah, splendid, marvelous, awesome. Hmm. You're. Yes. It's also really funny to imagine the little guys, like how they'd be dressed in this. I'm not sure what they're gonna like, what that's gonna be like yet. But also, like, we'll get there. We'll get there. I believe in us. I believe in the power of friendship. Hmm. The power of friendship between me and Poopin. Yeah. I'm wondering if the music world should actually be the second world or the third world. Because, like, I know I'm designing it third, but it may not be the third. Hmm. Oh. It's, I just looked at his face again. I fucking love this man. Hmm. And you see, you bastard, you cannot defeat me. And now that I have drawn his magnificent form, I'm gonna continue working on the background. That is part of this exercise that may have not been the most absolutely obvious. A lot of this is me practicing backgrounds as well. I did the wrong brush. Let me fix that actually. I will fix some of this discrepancy in pose. Not in post, in the after I do this layer. Let me drink some oiter. Water has been dinked, let me dink some more. I have dinked some more oiter, let us continue. Water has been dinked. I really like this back bit here, at least the idea of it, because it allows me to do some, like, si not simpler shapes, but it allows me to show, like, yes, you're in a machine, but you're not seeing all of the machine. I think in the background there should also be, like, one of the, like, some sort of, like, marble track in the background, here, where, like, you can see the marbles moving in like an animation. So it kind of looks like it's going down and then it's doing some stuff and then they're falling down onto like the xylophone keys. Where you're on and you have to dodge them and like they make accurate noises to where they are on like a xylophone or something. You can't handle my machine of musical wonder. You cannot handle my machine, my friend. Hold on, I realized something. Get rid of you. I had that to make my overlay work better for yesterday when I was doing something, but now I have my overlay back again and that square was I didn't realize that square was there. I couldn't see it on my phone. Very silly of me, very silly and cool and funny. I think I may have just named my stream a bad name. God, God, Timber Hearth is such a good song. Yes, I got it right. I am remembering song names now. Now more pronounced from the center, I think. Because that's very cool. I got the number of keys wrong. There we go. But, yeah, this doesn't necessarily have to make sense, but it should. Alright, I have an idea to fix some of this. One, I'm gonna make this look like it's extending even further over, like, out of frame. Alright. And B, I'm gonna get rid of this, and then I'm gonna fire, and then I'm gonna miss, and then I'm gonna fire, and then I'm gonna miss again, and then I'm gonna fire, and then I'm gonna miss. I need a smaller marble. Marble smalled. Every day I'm marbling. There we go. Ah, boy. Splendid. I hope Gremlin's move is going well. He was talking the other day about finally finding an apartment and moving in. I really hope that's going well. I sure do love this song. Getting you straight on like that, probably. And why, after all, why not? Why shouldn't I be funky with perspective? But I don't think you should be straight on. I think you should be more like that. Are you on the right layer? You're on the right layer. You're a very good boy for being on the right layer. Good boys are always on the right layer. You should know this by now. If I... There we go. Things are really shaping up, one might say. But, you see a million psychic damage happen to me immediately as the groans of millions. God, the Marie Antoinette boat hair is fucking insane. Like, have people, like, actually stopped to consider how fucking insane that hair is? Like, you know, there's wanting to look good and being fancy, and then there's boat. There's my Duke. My Duke can sail the 7 seas. I'll swim and sail on starboard sea, never fear of drowning. You are a funnel that goes down to the same place that the marbles go down to. You like my marble machine? I find it quite spectacular. It's really funny, but like, be like, I want this game to have a similar level of like art and animation polish to Hollow Knight, and realizing how fucking hard that was for them to make. And that was 3 guys. This is me making one game. It's gonna be a lot more pared back than Hollow Knight, because it's gonna be like 8 worlds, linear levels. With maybe some, like, less than linear backstage areas. But, you know, the backstage areas are meant to, like, you know, just sort of tie between the actual, like, levels, which are at one after the other. But still, like, the fact that I want it to be, like, super well done is gonna kill me. I want my game how I like my steak. Well done and well seasoned. This better be on the right layer. It's on the wrong layer. Oh, by the way, regardless of like how far I get on this piece, I am swapping over to the asset work at 3. Because I think 3 hours is a good amount of time to work on one of these. There we go. Marvelous. Yeah, having you go out a bit farther. Okay, so what I want to do, what I'm gonna want to do for this eventually is gonna make this even harder. But I'm not gonna draw what's harder for me right now. That's for later me to suffer. That's for later me to suffer. is having these back bits fully like animate down as the marble falls.
A buffer, amazing.
Another one as soon as I finish that sentence. Splendid. There we go. Please. 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 Come on. Alright. God, look at it. Look at this asshole. I love this guy. I love this guy. Here. To make the concept art easier, I'm just gonna do this instead of having everything be at a different angle when it is when the marbles are falling. But that is fine. Again, that is for later me to solve as a problem. And now these bits on top and their spacing will take precedence on all of this other stuff. I will keep them in mind. Including the amount of keys. One should act as center. Right? Yes. Look at me. Ain't I a stinker? Look at this shit, ain't it beautiful? You know, for a while it wouldn't let me have even squares on either side of the squeeness. Ah, very good stylistic thing that I've just decided to do. Splendid. I wanted to erase, my friend. That comma is very important. Do you think if you get if you like free a genie and get its wishes, if you like make the wishes so full, like foolproof that like they can't think of a way to fuck with you in the terms of the wish, they just like beat you up? Like, do you think that if you just like come up with a wish that they can't mess with in some fun way, or not that like Faye? Actually, no. Let's keep this to Faye, because then I can use it for my funny world building thing. If you come, if they're like, I will give you a wish, and you come up with a wish that they can't fuck with, do they just like kill you? Because I imagine they would hate that. Like demons making demons making their deals, right? It's like, okay, so the contract has like no loopholes that they can exploit. I feel like they respect your grind. But I think the Fae would just like get you. Like I fully think the Fae would just, you're, you're not a fun plaything. Goodbye. And then like just do away with you. Like I can fully imagine them doing that. Also, I figured out what I want to do with witches. I might have talked about it before. I'll talk about it later. I just need to make sure to write it down before I forget it. What I will say is that you know, good artists copy, great artists steal, and I'm stealing this from another artist. When the time comes, I will give him credit. He is one of my greatest inspirations. He's given me much inspiration for not only my world building, but also streaming and general, like, what I want to do with my life. Boy. Stretching my back to fix what's wrong with my soul. I keep forgetting that this doesn't need to be exact, so I'm like, but this line doesn't look right. It's like, well, it looks kind of right, doesn't it? I mean, yeah, that's so good up, bitch, that I do a super cool, like, 50 attack combo on myself. Activate my X Factor. With a level 5 meter, like whole party attack. I get that. I get myself. Me when I get you. Turns out I'm not gonna say I'm good. I will say I'm pretty decent at Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Like, I was able to win roughly 75% of the time against like a friend of mine playing like a tournament band team of people. All right, let's for an unofficial tournament. Okay, okay, here it is, Okay, so my friend my friend was using Virgil, Strider, and Deadpool against me in the same team. And I beat him 75% of the time. I still lost a good few matches. And I was using Shumagorath, Tron, and Arthur. Like I was not playing meta. I don't think. I don't know if there is a meta, but like I don't know, I like those characters. They're fun. Like Shumagorath is kind of like my main man. He's sort of in every team that I build. I've recently, like, by recently I mean the other day, like picked up Tron. Tron is really fun. I was playing like Marvel vs. Capcom 1, 2, and 3 with my friend, and Tron in 2 has a different different buttons for some of the same moves as like Tron in 3. And so basically like I had to relearn her moveset. Which is fine. Which is fine. I ended up beating Virgil with Tron, which is very fun. Cause you hear, I am the storm that is a pro, and then just gets beaten up there. Surfbot! No, wait. Boulder. Boulder. Chainsaw. Drill. Team attack. L plus ratio plus get vent flamethrower. I like Tron. Tron's a very fun character in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Next time I get the chance to play, I need to try out Frank West, the absolute GOAT, the coverer of wars. I covered wars, you know? Splendid. Absolutely marvelous. God, there's so... If I cannot find people to voice act in my thing, in my funny clown game, then I will just do it myself. Although I still need, I could still take up, edgy on that offer. And he was like, "Oh, I'm not capable as a musician." Meanwhile, his music is good. His music is good. And I like his stuff. It's good music. He needs to be more confident in himself. Splendid. There's so much I want to talk about, but I have to wait. I have to wait to talk about it. I have to wait to talk about it for when I swap over. That is a real shame. The shame is real. The shame! The shame is real! I mean, me turning into white beard. It's splendid. Alright, there we go. Amazing balls. Let me get a straight line. There we go. If I do this and then do... I don't know, I think that's a pretty straight edge, maybe? Maybe. Maybe. Alright, I apologize for doing this. I will BRB, and I thought of a very funny way to do it this time. Bigger nose. Bigger nose. Perfect. There we go. I will BRB. And it may take a little bit longer. That's why I'm doing a little fancy thing with this guy saying BRB. I've returned. I apologize for the wait. I have peanut butter and jelly. The jelly is plum. Today is a good day. Alright, let's see. Is there a sort of weird buffer? I believe there is a weird buffer. Yes, there was a weird buffer. Let me get rid of the BRB text. He is here, and it is out. He is all of our problem. Alrighty. Pardon me while I take a bite of peanut butter and jelly. You know, I wonder who invented the glorious PB&J. One of the best sandwiches ever. Ooh, that plum was quite tart. I enjoy that. That is quite good. Let me get to these funny tabs. Part of why I'm doing like the concept art this way versus like a more traditional way is because like this helps get my mind flowing. This gives me more ideas. And now I'm imagining like a segment where you're bouncing off of like an inflated harmonica pyramid, where like there's air and then you jump down on it and you bounce back up. It makes like a funny like harmonica noise. I want basically every interactable thing in this music world to make funny music noises. I want the music to be like weird doohickey music. So when you do like interact with these objects, make the funny noises, that they just sort of add to the song. They sort of add to the experience. He reminds me a lot of the claymation animation that was done by the predecessors to Leica Studios. I forget their names. I need to look them up. But like, they're the ones who invented the characters of the Noid and the California Raisins. And they also did Claymation Christmas, Claymation Halloween, Claymation Easter. This face feels very much in line with something like that they would make. Oh, wait, that's a. I need to show you another face that I'm actually taking inspiration from Claymation Christmas. Claymation Christmas bells. Let me see. Let me see the correct one. Like, I have watched this like every year. If I can find it right. All right, here we go. Open image in new tab. I have watched this like every year on Christmas or like around Christmas. And honestly, I really think that it inspired my style now that I look at some of this. Like look at that. Right? Like
Ain't that just something?
I have now finished my PB&Js. You know what? Fuck it. Let me get you in here even though I don't really need you. Claymation Christmas is always welcome in this house. There we go. I now need oiter. Splendid. Let me drink some right now. Remember, drinking your water is very important. There we go. Yo, for next week's like world building stream, I think I want to zoom out a little bit and work on, you know, some of the mapping, some of the like, some of that stuff. I've been doing a lot of that off stream. I've been doing a bit of mining off camera. I actually want to show that right now, real quick. I'm not gonna do anything with this. I'm just gonna let it load. There we go. I've made progress. Yeah, I've made progress. Each of these bigger hexes, like, depending on the size, is like between a day and like 8 days of travel. Right? Very sick and cool. And if I do this and like show much more granular, like the 2 to 8 hour I know it takes like 1 to 4 days, 2 to 8 hour individual hexes. But right now I'm focusing on doing like the bigger hexes just sort of off camera, so that I can like get the like big map done, and then I can probably like zoom in and be like, welcome to this barony. We are zooming in a little bit. Here are the smaller hexes. That being said, now climb time. Ah, beautiful, beautiful song. Cat with beautiful homophobia. This is turning out pretty nice. I like it. I hope what you signed up for was like mostly a chill, just a chill drawing stream where you could sit back, relax, do your own thing, check in every once in a while to see the progress. Because that's what this is right now until I get to the asset work. Even then, the asset work will just have a bit more conversation. Like this hasn't been conversation this whole time, but I think by now you know what I mean. Like there's a certain level of you know what I mean. After like months of streaming. There we go. I saw this funnel on like the musical marble machine from like what is it, like Wintergotten? I think their name is. Where like they had the drum kick. And then like the marble fell down into the funnel to be recycled with all the other ones that were like falling. Let me readjust this right here, because it is not accurate.
Mm.
God, I fucking love this guy so much. He sucks. Have his hair flow into the cello, because he is a mighty fellow. I try to play me like a fiddle.
Balt. Just a Balt town girl living in a Balt world. Man, I trying to go Balt. Bit by bit, we were body, 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 body. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The bit by bit, we were body, da, 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 da. Behold the bastard. I I say that knowing full well that actually he's a really chill guy who gives many fucks. Hey, he's actually a chill guy that cares about you. You just say he's an actor. He is an actor and has graduated with high marks from clown college. I'm actually not feeling like drawing the stand-in clown this time. I'm just not gonna. You see, that's the beauty of this, is if I don't feel like drawing something, I'm just not gonna draw it. Maybe I'll feel like drawing it some other time, though. Uh, the, although the thing is with them like all being your coworkers is they're not all gonna be good, but I don't think that like being one of the antagonists in the show that's being put on versus being an asshole in real life does not match up necessarily. So I think maybe some people who are like friendly to you on like doing the shit are actually really mean and suck. Some people like this guy are actually really chill IRL. But who knows? Hey, boy, you thought. Hey. Hey. Alright, there we go. I was watching I was watching a Hollow Knight, or like one of many Hollow Knight streams from somebody earlier today. Very good. I really like how Hollow Knight does the characters talking. And I train
Anywhere. Oh my God, it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. That song, but it just keeps saying and on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And on, like a Quanon. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think the line art may be almost done. I just need to do these. Yay. Hooray! They are almost done. Boom. Boom, baby. Now let me turn all of those layers on. Me whispering into the layers here. Yo, have you heard about Bionicle's lore? Instantly turned on. Just a small town world. Living in a lonely world. I think that this world will be very brown. Or at least brownish. Let me lower you down to regular 20, I think. Me when I get me in D&D when I only get a dirty 20. You see, it's because I'm sad. I do not believe in myself. Ah, those were not. I see. Much better. Not perfect, but certainly much better. Now if I remove you, and just focus on you. Then I can beat you! Pikachu! Pikachu, use Gamer Bolt! Pika. I make you a bit more yellow. Me when I make you a yellow fellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. There we go. This purple really does shape how everything, like, looks. That's pretty cool. It sort of turned it from a very brown scene to, like, a very, like, peachy sort of thing. Like, sort of purpley peachy. And I'm digging that. Mr. Crab, you forgot to give me my paycheck. I'm gonna kill you. Oh my god, Steam sales on my wish list. 8 games are on sale. Mr. Krabs, you may live for one more day. Mr. Krabs, start in your party. Where did that start? I don't know where that meme started. Not even funny to me. It just sort of like it has infected me. Sometimes memes take a while to infect me when I find them unfunny, but they're everywhere. And then they die off, and it's like, well, they just infected me, so. Like, man.
Mr. Krabs. If it isn't my main crustacean. Mr. Krabs. I would like a Krabby Patty, please. Sir, getting a Krabby Patty.
Master Chief, you mind telling me what you're doing in Bikini Bottom?
Sir, getting a Krabby Patty.
Mr. Squidward. If that even is your real name. Mr. Squidwab.
My name is Mr. Squidward.
Mr. Crab.
Getting more art for my fart.
Thank you, Xavier Renegade Clown. Very cool.
Mr. Krabs, start digging in your butt, twin.
What'd you do if I orple? I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I will find out who killed you. It was you who killed me. I will find this you that you speak of. Well, the thing is, the game was rigged from the start. Oh, Mr. Krabs, well, that is not a name I've heard in a very long time. That man still owes me money. Mr. Krabs, I'm gonna get you, and I'm going to get my money. Dracula, you son of a bitch, where's my goddamn money?
Doing this over top so that it's cool and awesome. Oh, fuck yeah. My chin is bigger than my brain. What if instead of Mr. Krabs, he was Mr. Grabs and he was really freaky? What if he grabbed you?
Mr. Krabs, please, I beg of you, stop shooting my ankles. They can only be bent backwards so many times over.
You should have thought of that before trying to steal the Krabby Patty secret formula.
But Mr. Krabs, there's nothing in here. There is no secret ingredient. It is just what we hold within ourselves. You see, we are the secret ingredient of life. We are what makes the dish of the world truly special. And I only kind of got that from Kung Fu Panda 1.
What is this? A manor. A haunted house. Hmm.
When the very base of the world is Urpal, I will go against that firmament. I will go against the Urpal firmament.
And it cuts to title card and it says against the Urpal firmament. Firmament. My throat. Let me drink some more oiter.
I think today I will keep this relatively simple in color so that I can get it done. Amazing! It is absolutely amasticles! You see, you hold within yourself the special secret ingredient. It is called your love and compassion for your fellow beings on this planet. It is your will to do good for yourself and others.
I love doing my stupid ass like Xavier Renegade Angel voice. One of my favorites.
Everyone get in the way! I'm about to commit vehicular manburger helper. Did you know that penis? Well, now you do, and knowing is half the shaft.
God, that reminds me. I was playing Helldivers with friends the other day because a new thing happened and I had to delete a bunch of stuff to get it on my computer, but I ended up managing. So it's fine. I'm gonna have to delete Helldivers later this week anyway, so that I can get shit back on for, you know, other stuff. But like, you know, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Somewhere on the point, I made the joke, I'm not flying, I'm pissing in style. And I find that phrase so funny. I'm not flying. It's not flying, it's pissing with style.
Let me get to the line tool. I'm going to absolutely obliterate your penis. Your blindness is mine. It is mine alone to control. Did you know that blindness holds the power of the universe? Well, well, knowing is half the shaft. And so ours. This reverse fizzy drink that makes you fart instead of burp is very glummy.
Magic copywriter, you don't know how to be the fire of a magic copywriter.
There we go, splendid.
Oh, magic copywriter, you don't know when is the fire. All right, there we go. We're making many progress. Our progress is very good. This accent is from nowhere in particular. Fine. Oh, magic copyright will. Also, I think in like, you know, the more actually like refined version of this world, there's gonna be like a bunch of little moving things in the background too. But the background is gonna be like a lot more still. There's gonna be like a parallax effect sort of deal. I think that's gonna be very cool. I think that's gonna be very cool. I don't know. I on a magic carpet ride. Okay, I kind of like this pink though. Is the problem? So what if I made like this part? What if I made this part the funny like brass orange then? Not bad. Not bad if I do say so myself. I better put this this whole soundtrack into my clown platformer music inspiration, cause by God it's gonna be.
I put a lot of the music from Off and the Off remake in there because a lot of it is like it works pretty well, especially the combat themes like pepper steak, white meat, white rot. White carcass I think is the third zone music. That's also pretty good. Beady 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 beady. With this added little bit of brass is very important. Oh wait, I realized. Realize. If I erase this, then this leaves a better base to do, like, the actual character colors with. The gray means actually not all that much, it seems, in terms of color versus the backgrounds. Oh wait, no, I was actually doing the color very well. Not the color, the erasing. I hope my friend from Germany is doing well. There's a lot of stuff happening with her right now that I won't go into for reasons. Just, I hope she's doing okay. There we go. I am very cool and awesome. I am the greatest conductor of music. I am Ludwig. I have just sort of decided that his name is Ludwig. You see, my name is actually Ludwig. Yeah, no, they typecasted me for this character. Not typecast. I actually became this character because I already had their name, and it was a lot easier than remembering both names. You see, it's a lot harder for me to remember an additional name like Bozo or Klutzy versus like just my name, yeah? So it was very lucky that we were doing a thing with music. Yes, I do really sound like this. I'm sorry to disappoint it. I was not doing a character voice while performing.
Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Anything that brain of yours can think of can be found. We got the mountains of content, some better, some worse. If none of it's of interest to you, you'd be the first. Welcome to the internet. Come and take a seat. Would you like to see the news or and famous women's feed? No need to panic. This isn't a test. Just nod or shake your head and we'll do the rest. Welcome to the internet. What would you prefer? Would you like to fight for civil rights or tweet a racial slur? Ah, splendid. This is actually turning out pretty okay if I do say so myself. This is actually turning out very well if I say so myself. Ah yes, look at this. Ain't this purty? Welcome to the internet. Have a look around.
Well, welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Oh, yes, that's genius. Why didn't I think of that?
The art is going very well. Amazing. Amazing. Oh my god. Alright, get this taken care of. Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Anything that brain of yours can think of can be found. We've got mountains of content, some better, some worse. None of it's of interest to you, you'd be the first. Welcome to the internet. Come and take a seat. Would you like to see the news or your famous women's feed? No need to panic. This isn't a test. Just nod or shake your head and we'll do the rest. It's a white woman's Instagram. White woman's Instagram. Stretching for just a bit, cause it feels very good. I forgot some of that. Oh, joy. Oh my god, I love forgetting things. It's my favorite activity, since I do it so much. There we go. Welcome to the internet. Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Have a look around. Anything that that brain of yours think of. Oh. Alright, there we are. This part I can pause on even if I'm not done with it. Something fell, and I'm getting progressively angry about it. I joke, but a thing did fall. You see, I'm turning into the Grohl. What does that mean? That's for you to decide. But what if instead I turned into the Clown Hulk, the cloak, if you will? But why would you? Anything that brain of yours can think of can be found. God, I'm so excited to show you guys what the progress I've been working on looks like, and it's almost time. Oh, it's almost time. Oh, for the longest here, about me tonight. Whoa. You see, the beauty of talking as much as I do for as long as I do is that you get a lot better at talking really fast, and I can definitely feel like I'm getting better at talking. Now, is there a long way to go? Always and forever. There's never an end point of like the best at talking. It's just, you know, you practice in the fields uh that you do, and then yeah, things get done. Mm. Do, 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 do. God, I need to go check to see if there's a new Big Top Burger, because like the past two came out in real quick succession to each other. Oh, I'll do that later. Uh, I'm liking how this is starting to turn out. Ah, he is so fucking smug with himself. Oh my god. And you see, now I have many things. Okay, and the next layer is like the big funny overlay layer. And then the one above that is the character, like, color layer, basically. Not literally, but, like, you know, it's where most of the actual, like, object color seems to be. But, you know, I wanted to get ahead of the curve with that on some of this so that I could do, like, a fun overlay where it's like, oh, look at all this dynamic color that suddenly shows up. And then, like, on the top of everything, I can have some, like, more dynamic stuff with all this, like, all this stuff. You know, really get kind of freaky with it. What would this look like without the orb bulb? I see. It's burning. I think the fact that, like, for all the concepts are like it's had a cooler base to everything is really interesting to me stylistically. Like, even this has a purple base. Bumble. To the buck, to the buck, to the base, to the buck, bumble, bumble. I hope I'm not being too quiet. I I am feeling a little, like, physically down, not like not like emotionally down or, like, you know, mentally down. I'm, I did not sleep the best last night, and it is entirely my fault. But I am. But I am trying to do this. Well and good. There we go. Oh boy. Oh wait, I could use the top layer later, you know, off stream probably. To do, like, with a bunch of these metal bits, like, fun highlighting and shading stuff. That'd be super cool. I'm going to save now. And then, gamers. Alright, gamers, I have an interesting thing. I'm gonna swap over to this now. As you can see, I've been making progress. Like, in the middle there, once I add an extra, like, separate layer that's, like, animated tentacles. And so that is where my ringleader model is gonna go. Very exciting and cool. Alright, let me get this brush. Let me move you down to 16 maybe? Right. You see, I'm doing a crowd. I'm doing a very big crowd. And so I'm making sure to keep it very simple. They will not be animated. Yeah, these will not be animated, I don't think. I've realized that animating them would be a bit too much work. Because there's already gonna be some animated bits with, like, my tentacles, my funny tentacles everywhere, like, having breaks in the walls and such. And so I figured, you know what, that along with, like, the actual PNG tuber model, like, moving, is more than enough, visual stimuli for you, chat. But my lovely, lovely, neurodivergent audience, because I know full well the kind of people that I bring forth to me. And I say that with love and affection. I attract very neurodivergent freaks. And when I say freak again, I mean that with much love and appreciation. So what I'm doing with this is that the back row is gonna have like a darker gray, right? The middle one is gonna have a less dark gray, and then the front one is gonna have the least dark gray, and then on top of that is gonna be doing sort of like alternating like red, yellow, blue. Maybe not in that order, but definitely alternating. So like it has visual interest, but is also very simple. So that I can do this in quick-ish order. Because of the size of this file, I'm actually probably gonna have to shrink it down for my like whole stream overlay. But that should be more than fine. Like it's a fair bit bigger than 1920 by 1080. So like, you know, it's fine if I shrink it a little bit. I was worried that I would have to grow it and that it would be blurry, but then I realized I realized that realize. But no, that I realized that you know, I could shrink this down actually, and it would be even more clear because it should be fine. So having like these guys be simple on a smaller thing is actually very good. You see, that is actually very, very good and awesome. Thank you, 3 p.m. alarm. Very cool. I am I am well aware, but I appreciate your hard work and dedication. I mean, I sort of took the same idea of like the different like alternating patterns type stuff with like the all this from what I did with the bottles in the like One Piece art. There we go. The thing I'm excited about this is that once not once this is done, but like once all this stuff is done, then things will I'll be able to put everything in place, and then my whole shtick will feel like all that much more professional. And that is what I am trying for. I heard that delay, but that's fine. That was only a split moment. There we go. Like, as you can see, because of this, let me get these back in. This makes the whole background feel a lot more full, where there's not that gate. And that was the plan. Like, that's the plan all along, is that for like the background, is that like the walls and like the stands would be relatively simple compared to this, but that's because there's like these people. Well, people. They're not real people, not even in lore. They're not even a real audience in lore. They're like they're like statues. You see, they're statues. They're not even real audience in the lore because, you see, you points through the screen at you, touches your nose. You are the audience. The Amazing Digital Circus is kind of a big inspiration for me, I'm realizing. The Amazing Digital Circus! Bra, bra da 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 da. Bra da 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 da. Bra da 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 da. Bra da 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 da. Bra da 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 da. Bra da 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 da. Bra da 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 da. I look just Buddy Holly. And so my goal of how much of this I want to do on stream is I want to get the gray guys done. Uh so that I can uh do the coloring with like a fun overlay layer done later. I've been added by a friend. Give me a moment to see.
There we go. Apparently, Deep Rock Galactic and Fortnite are doing a thing together, which is really funny. So I just responded, "Oh my god, it's the Gunner from Fortnite!" I want to try a deep dive, both in Deep Rock and also Helldivers, because I have Helldivers downloaded because my friends wanted to play it. I had to get rid of Deep Rock so that I had room for other stuff. I had to get rid of Deep Rock and Ori, two games that I'm actively more excited about playing because I'm sad. I'm a sad clown. You can hear the SpongeBob Bwomp noise. You can hear the funny Bwomp noise, and that's very cool. You know, today is an example of the indomitable human spirit. You see, I had only 2 PB&Js. I resisted the call of the void to have 4. Ah, ba 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 ba, ba 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 da da, ba da 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 do 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 do, bra da 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 do, bra da 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 da, bra da 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 do. Bra ba da 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 da, bra da 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 da, bra. Oh, well, how does it go? Bra da 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 da, bra da 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 da, bra da 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 da, bra bra da da. How do I? Bra da 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 da. How do I do the freedom motif in the style of that? I forget. I'm trying. Bra bra da 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 da. Like I know how to just do the freedom motif, but I was trying to do it in the Amazing Digital Circus theme style. Drawing the silly little guys. The guys who are in the audience, this is not you, these are models in lore. You are out in front in the priority seating with the other people who stumbled into the circus, but now you'll never leave. Monster Garden just posted a video. I'm gonna watch that later. He's a massive inspiration to me. He's where I got my idea for witches in my setting from. I'm gonna be completely transparent that I'm taking his idea.
because it's really, really fucking cool. And I think he deserves some recognition. He's on YouTube, not on Twitch, though. I love the Monster Garden. His video intro is very similar to what I want to do for a transition between, like my starting soon and my just chatting screen. And that was entirely independent of him. Right, I had the idea, and then I saw that he had implemented a similar idea later. So while I will shamelessly say that I am taking multiple ideas from him for different things, that is not one of them. With like the drum roll and the opening curtain and the welcome to the yada yada. His is like welcome to the Monster Garden. Whereas mine, I want it to be welcome to the Grand Circus. Right? So, like, great minds think alike. Also, his video thing is like a 2D, like, paper puppet on fucking, like, rods. And like, I'm doing that whole puppet thing, so it's like, well, it turns out we may have a similar mind. Now, one of these guys coming up to a microphone with like a cowboy hat on, just going, "Oh, say." Yeah, you know, like that disappearing, like that disappearing figure, guy from Amazing Digital Circus. Oh, say. That'd be very funny. Although a big part of like why they're gonna be different grades is to differentiate each like row. Because like I feel like that's important for just generally looking good. And I want this to look good. You see, because this is the season 1 just chatting screen. You see, for those who don't know, we are not in season 1 of the Grand Circus yet. But we're getting there. You see, we'll get there once things are like actually think of what we're in now as season 0. Everything right now is still very like slapdash put together, like last minute, like had to put something in. And that is that is perfectly valid and good, and that's why I did it, because it's valid and good. And if you're looking to start streaming, then you are more than welcome, in fact encouraged, to start off being very slapdash and like, you know, last minute put together, you know, just some sort of rough stuff to get you started. So that as you practice your craft,
of talking, you can improve your setup alongside it, and then it sort of creates this almost narrative of improvement. Oh, it's a narrative of improvement in the sense that, like, it is genuinely improvement, you are getting better, but also, like, there's a story there. Right? Like, it's not a narrative as in a lie, because you are going to be improving, you are going to be doing better, but it's just, like, it makes it more evident. And, like, it makes your your improvement and your progress more blatant for all to see. Including yourself, fun fact. You're included in all to see. I can see a lot of ways where I've already improved a lot in terms of, like, what I believe I'm capable of versus what I'm actually capable of versus, like, what I want to do. Right, like, months ago, I would have seen something like this and gone, yeah, I could do that, and it would not have turned out as good as it is right now. And so, like, you know, this is very evident self-improvement at its finest. But also, like, there's a whole story here of, like, rags to riches, starting from nothing, you know, that whole shebang. And so now you guys get to see somebody in me that is improving alongside you guys, instead of somebody who is a monolith of quality, which I am not in the slightest. Right? I am improving alongside all of you in this wonderful craft that is art. And if you look back at the art that I've done just like this past few months, like that I've been streaming for, you can see a massive level of improvement. Like, have I done individual pieces that I like a lot from back then? Yeah. But I feel like my general, like, base of quality has gone up. Like, even when I'm not doing my absolute best with art, my average is better. And that is really what improvement, like, means, is that, like, your average is better than it was. Not that, like, everything you do is better always forever, because that's not linear. And also, like, infinite growth with finite resources is a fucking myth told to you by the capitalist bourgeois. Did I say that partially as a joke? Yes. Do I also mean it? Yeah, but not in such, like, big words. Like, I don't... like I mean what I said, but I would like if I was saying it more genuinely, I would say it in a much more concise, not concise, but like a lot more down to earth manner. I would like I do not like using terms like the petit bourgeois or the proletariat. Right, I like saying working class and the rich. You know? Like, you know, I'm not fucking French. I'm not Karl Marx. I actually go outside. This is just what I have so far, not including when I'm gonna add color, which is gonna help differentiate them further. This is good. Oh god, this is gonna be so good. When I said it's already good now. It's just gonna keep getting better, baby. I sort of like the narrative that I'm forming with some of the visuals for this in my head. Just sort of the vibe. With these not actually being people, it's like somebody who's the character of Bajongles a bit more than myself, but I am like putting a bit of myself into him, right? Like I'm putting a lot of myself into him, but still like a character with much exaggeration. I like the idea with this is like, oh, those these are mannequins; they're not actual people. So it's somebody who is this creature, this me, this version of me is somebody who demands an audience. They have no mouth, right? But they have eyes and hands, so they intake and interact with the world, but they need a suit or like some sort of face they put on in order to like actually speak out to the world. Like not really showing their true selves. That is an interesting narrative beat just from like what I'm giving out here in terms of like just the environment and the character design. And like the idea that like, you know, now that you're the audience, you can't leave. Like in universe, in reality, you are fucking free to enter and leave however you damn please. You're your own people. But like in lore, it's like you're stuck here now. Like you sit down in like these in the seats, and then partway through the show, you notice that your limbs are being wrapped around with tentacles, and now you're stuck. I really like this sort of like lonely desperation almost that
that I'm giving this character, which again is I am putting a lot of myself into it. Right, like there's a lot of me in here and a lot of my insecurities. But just like exaggerated into sort of a caricature. And like that makes in with sort of like the funny FNAF mimic type thing of like going into suits and sort of it's sort of like changing your personality a little bit to fit the mask that you have on. You know, you know that sort of the fun version of like literally masking for other people. You know that not literally wearing a mask like a medical mask. I mean like the neurodivergent concept of masking. Of like putting on an appearance for other people. Yeah, that sort of thing. Putting on a persona, which does originally mean mask. It's also where we get the word person from, I believe. If I remember right. Fact check me if I'm wrong, please. Like genuinely, fact check me if I'm wrong. I love learning. Shiniho. This background is looking pretty good. I can't wait to do a whole editing thing for when like all of these assets are done, and it'll be like, "Welcome to Bajongles, season 1 or whatever." Like, what? Welcome to the first season of the Grand Circus. Or do like a fun debut video. Sort of doing like doing sort of a debut sort of thing, or almost like a more like a trailer, honestly, if we're like really thinking about it. Like every time a new season is happening of my funniest show, a new season of my stream. Mr. Antennas, give it time. I really appreciate that I made these simple shapes, but also like, yeah, it really needed the legs. Like these really needed the legs. I mean, look at that. You know, they're not so bad gray. Like, now that I'm looking at this, well, what would also be interesting is having a hint of like these sketch line colors over top to be like, here's the instead of the you know, the red, yellow, blue. Also, sort of be like, ah, yes, here's one of my main fucking character colors. Because one of my main character design colors is like a really nice pink. It's like a sort of, it's a nice like almost bubblegummy pink, but like, you know, that sort of spectrum of bubblegummy pink colors and like turquoise, you know, cyan, bleen. It is 89 degrees Fahrenheit now. That's very warm. Unlike my other thing, this does have to, you know, be a lot more. If you know, stuff needs to just generally be a lot cleaner. Because this is not concept art. This is part of my future just chatting. God, I'm so excited to have everything like fucking taken care of because it's gonna mean that things are professional and things will actually not actually look good, but things will look good. I saw that Dicey's playing Peak. I need to play that game eventually. I need to get it. It looks peak, if I might say so. It looks very fun. And if I add all of this shit, look at that! Look how cool that's gonna be, and I'm gonna be right at the center, baby.
I mean, technically, I'm gonna be the entire circus, right? Like, I'm the whole damn circus, not just the clown. But you know, you know what I mean. I ain't even like just for internal purposes. Rename like this screen from just chatting to the big top because this will be in the big top, right? That's what this place is. This is the big top. You're on the big top with the big man. Big man himself, the ringleader. Funny thing with how my brain works, I've realized is that it's a lot harder for me to just do like a just chatting. You know, when there's like nobody to bounce off of. Like just generally, it's a lot easier for me to talk and ramble and stuff like I've been doing. Like while I draw, you know, just sort of helping it keep my mind somewhat focused. You know, having a task at hand, or as I might say, a task in hand. As I have a drawing stylus in my hand right now. Yeah, having like I don't know some sort of like a lower opacity sort of thing with these other colors. You know, these sort of more red to pink to purple colors. You know, like these colors here. To like color in these guys could be really cool and awesome. I think that's what I'm gonna do off stream. Get rid of that distracting line. Look at that. Look at that there, my guys. My lads. My bosom buddy boys. This is very good. This is very good. Also, don't mind this line here. That's gonna be covered up by the overlay. And like there's gonna be like an actual like overlay thing over top of this so that it's like you're peering, you know, sort of like you're peering into the circus world and it's very cool. And up here there's gonna be a cool thing where it like shows my shit. Yeah, it's gonna show it's gonna show stuff like new follower, new subscriber, bit donation, raid, like that sort of stuff. And I think it would be cool if it was like if it was like a sort of like head that opened its mouth, and inside was like the notification. You know, like the mouth opens up, and then like yeah, and then inside its mouth it says like, somebody has joined the circus. I really like joined the circus as like a started to follow thing, because it's like, well, you know, you've sat down, now you can't leave. You've joined the circus. It's sort of like a fun little creepy thing. Oh yeah, on top of this, I also want to do like a sort of a pattern thing. I'm gonna need to figure out how to do that, but like a sort of a pattern thing, where it's like so kind of smudgy and gross, and there's stains and shit, and things are worn down, and like also over top of like this background, I'm gonna have like parts where like the walls are torn, and then I'm inside with my tentacles and eyes and shit. So it look, and like with the stains and stuff, it's gonna make it look a lot more like worn down and like, yeah, not very sterile. Not very sterile. Alright, so I realized how much, after like everything else, a bit of a tall order to do this last row right now. So what I'm going to do, chat, I'm going to go to just chatting. Speaking of chat, and I'm gonna do my ending read now. Perfect fucking timing, for the song. Thank you, End Times, for playing. You're very cool. I have been Bajongles. You can find me over here on Twitch, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. I would much appreciate a follow. Speaking of follow, you can follow me over on Bluesky and Tumblr, both at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. And you can check out these VODs about a week after they happen on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, hi! Make sure to like and subscribe if you like my shit. And with that, I will be back on Sunday to stream Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and then I'll be doing multiplayer Mondays on my Discord server. And with that, it has been a wonderful time streaming. I'm glad I made so much progress. And with that, I will catch you all on the flip-flop. Bye-bye!